Welcome back to Baby to Child, where we break down the gear, toys, and gadgets that help make parenting just a little easier. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. Today, we're diving into a toy that promises to keep little hands busy and curious minds engaged. The Battat Wooden Activity Cube City-Themed Activity Center. Now, at first glance, it's bold, colorful, and loaded with pieces, but let's take a closer look and see if this activity cube really delivers the kind of playtime magic it suggests. So what are we actually working with? This is a 7-sided wooden learning center designed for toddlers aged 1 year and up. Each panel offers a unique activity. Think spinning gears, a bead maze, sliding numbers, and a tiny city complete with roads and rails. There's even a chunky clock face and peekaboo doors to keep things interactive. The toy is city-themed, so rather than just random shapes and colors, there's a little narrative running through it, which could help spark that early sense of storytelling. And yes, all materials meet or exceed safety standards in the US, Canada, and EU, which is always reassuring. Now let's talk real-world use. I had a chance to see this cube in action with a very curious 18-month-old. And let me tell you, this thing is a magnet. From the moment it was set down, it was a non-stop exploration session. Setup is a breeze because, well, there is no assembly. You unbox it, place it on the floor, and that's it. The bead maze on top was the first hit. It's tall enough to be interesting, but not too high for short arms to reach. The gears were another favorite, with a smooth, easy spin that toddlers can handle without frustration. But here's the thing. While there's plenty to do, not every side gets the same love. Some panels just don't hold their attention as long, like the shape sliders or the simple doors, which lost novelty a bit quicker. Let's weigh it out. On the pro side, this toy is built solid. It's got some heft to it and doesn't tip easily, even when leaned on. The variety of activities gives it longer shelf life than your typical one-trick toy. It also encourages standing and cruising for younger toddlers, which is a nice physical bonus. But for cons, some of the pieces, like the alphabet panel, feel more decorative than functional, especially for younger toddlers who aren't developmentally ready to engage with letters yet. And while the city theme is cute, it's not heavily integrated. You sort of have to point things out yourself to connect the storytelling dots. Okay, quick break in the action. If you're finding this review helpful so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you never miss out on the next must-know parenting pick. We've got plenty more tested reviews just like this one coming your way. Now back to it. How does this toy fare in terms of value? The price point lands in that middle range for large wooden activity centers. You're not paying premium boutique toy prices, but it's also not bargain bin cheap. And honestly, it feels appropriate. You're getting solid construction, variety, and safe materials, which justifies the cost for many families, especially if it's something that'll live in your playroom for a while. Just don't expect it to grow dramatically with your child past age 2.5. It starts to feel a little too basic once pretend play and more complex toys take over. When stacked up against similar cubes like the Hape Country Critters or the Manhattan Toy Treetop Adventure, the Battat Cube holds its own. It's less whimsical than the treehouse-style designs, but it's also more grounded in real-world play with its city layout. It doesn't have the same tactile variety, no animal figures or movable characters, but it also avoids being overly themed or cluttered. If you're after simplicity and clean design, it shines. But if your toddler is into storytelling or animals, something like the Hape might capture more imagination. As for build quality, no complaints. It's crafted from wood, not MDF or plastic, and the finish is smooth with no rough edges. The colors are vibrant without being garish. Long-term, it seems like it'll stand up to years of poking, pulling, and maybe even the occasional climbing attempt. While we haven't tested it over months, there's nothing about the construction that raises red flags for durability. Now, we didn't have to contact customer support for this product, but Battat has a pretty solid reputation when it comes to backing up their products. They've been around a long time and have a track record of prioritizing safety and customer satisfaction, so that adds some peace of mind if anything ever does come up. If you're looking for alternatives that offer a similar experience at a slightly lower cost, check out the VTech Busy Learners Cube or the Melissa and Doug First Play Activity Cube. They're more compact, made with plastic or mixed materials, and often feature lights or sounds, which can be a pro or con depending on your household noise tolerance. They don't have quite the same visual charm or tactile engagement, but they do scratch a similar developmental itch. All right, let's wrap this up. The Battat Wooden Activity Cube is sturdy, safe, and offers a decent variety of low-tech, hands-on play for toddlers. It's best suited for that 12 to 30-month age range where fine motor skills are developing and independent exploration is starting to take off. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it does deliver on its promise: a reliable, engaging, and well-made toy that supports early learning. Just know going in that not every panel will be equally exciting, and that its appeal may taper off as your toddler grows. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with us here at Baby to Child. You'll find the link to this product right down in the comments box. And hey, if you've already got this cube at home, let us know. Did your little one gravitate toward the bead maze too? Or did something else steal the show? If you've got questions about setup or safety, we always recommend reaching out directly to the manufacturer. Until next time, goodbye, and may your toddler's curiosity never come with permanent marker.